Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Rena V. Rosa the Genius. Because this game didn't want to work, but I made it work. you thought you could get away with not working. You thought you could get away with not working. Hold on, let me. I am so smart. I am so incredibly smart. My genius is unparalleled. Sorry, I'm just updating the stream information. Oh my god, it did. I don't know what was wrong with it. It like crashed my OBS after I closed it. So after I stopped stream, closed down OBS, reopened OBS as an administrator, it booted up fine, and then oh, hold on, let me turn this up audio on so you can hear the game. And then I tried to put the game back in. I put the game back in and it like crashed OBS, so I had to close OBS down, reopen it. I then shut the game down, reopened it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did that suddenly fixed it, but it's now running in a Windows capture for some reason. It will not run in a game capture, but it will run in the Windows capture. They took this game off the App Store. I'm so committed to playing this game that I was fully committed. Like, I was about to download it on my iPad and stream my iPad to my laptop through Discord, but they took it off. Anyways. Hello everyone, welcome back. Can someone help me load the periodic table? I have a test on it tomorrow and I haven't studied. No. Yo, what the hell is this? Title Seduce Me? Okay, so Seduce Me, a game from my childhood, run it in a previous stream. Okay, so Seduce Me is an otome game that I used to play when I was younger, probably, I don't know, maybe like 11. That was a crazy age for me, guys. I don't even remember how I stumbled across this game. I must have watched like someone play it on YouTube or something and then downloaded it and played it to myself, because I don't remember how I found out about this game. I just remember having it on my tablet and my phone, my tablet and my phone, and playing through it. This game has a very special place in my heart, so I'm excited that I get to share it all with you. Gully was addicted to— no, okay. So this is an otome game. It's made by Michaela Laws, I believe, who is— oh my god. Sorry, something from my wall just fell down and that scared the shit out of me. Hold on, let me put that back up. Oh, you're not gonna— ow! Oh, hold on. Oh, I got it. Ow! Okay. Oh, okay, kill yourself then. No, run me! Hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. I'll be back in a sec. A bunch of stuff just fell off my wall, but that is a problem for later me, because right now me has some very important business. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game was made by Michaela Law, who, what is Michaela? Michaela Law was a big part of my childhood, but I genuinely don't remember anything that she's done. I know she's done a lot of voice acting work. She, was Yanchan in... she was Yanchan in Gathering Simulator. It fell again. Okay, I'm just gonna take this off because more things are gonna fall, and that is a safety hazard. No. Oh, okay, you don't want to come off. That is a problem for later me. And she was also in AFMAO as well. But yeah, hi guys, are we, are we ready to be? Wow, I wonder what this game is. I can't hear. Can someone dictate for me? Hi Epi. I had to look at what an Otome game is. Also, Rena, when will you be playing DDLC? It's free. I don't know. Because I don't know, DDLC has never overly interested me. No. Okay, for those who don't know what an Otome game is, an Otome game is basically like a dating simulator that, like Japanese, you know, dating sim games that are mostly targeted towards women because it's usually like a female protagonist, and then like different suitors. Yeah, so it's like a multi-choice dating sim type thing, which is exactly what this game is. This game is a dating sim. This game is a dating sim. So basically DDLC without the horror and the men. Yeah! I think. I don't know. I've never played DDLC. I just know that there's a crazy lady and everyone dies and like kills themselves or something. I don't know. But yeah. Also another thing is, I don't know. Oh god, I don't know why, but this game is in like a very tiny window, and oh wait, are you gonna see? I tried this before, full screening it, and it didn't work. Hi, Mr. Ricka. So it doesn't like it when I tab out. Okay, I could keep it as a windowed screen and just make it the bigger one, or I could. So when you full screen it, it's not full, it's like not full to the screen, and it's really weird. As Mr. Rega, one of the romance options. Unfortunately not. Okay, wait, actually I'm going to turn that off a sec. Sorry for not sorting all of this out. Oh shit. Sorry for not sorting all of this out before. I didn't expect the game not to work. Okay. I have to resize this now. Is Sayu here? Yes! Sayu VTuber is in here. He voice acts one of the playable, one of the dateable options. I want you guys to guess who. I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I'm not gonna say, but I want you all to guess who was my pick. So at like the end of like, so you get to pick, obviously, because it's an Otome game. You get to pick who you want to date, and I want you guys, the first person to guess it, and the first person to guess who my choice always was, gets a pat on the back, because I think it's very obvious if you know me. Hitoshina Nome. Don't be disgusting. There's Yuri in this game too. Oh, there is Yuri in this game too. You can pick to date one of the female options. And this shit Casa Tenma. Okay, anyways, new game. That's enough. New game. This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any characters resemble in surreal like people are purely coincidental. Oh, how's the sound, by the way? There is voice acting in this, so let me know if anything's too. Also, the music. Okay, that's probably through because it's through the window capture. Is that better? I will. Too quiet. What about now? That's fine. I'll adjust settings as they go on if people say that it's still too loud, because there's voice acting in this. This is fully voice acted. Anyways, also please know that the following game is made for PG-16 or PG-16 audiences. Please know that it's sexual/violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rapes, and suicide. You have been warned. I don't remember any of this happening in this game. To be fair, I actually don't remember a lot about this game. Like, I already remember the basics. Please enjoy.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
Sorry. Jump scare. My name? Why, it is Rena V. Rosen. Rena. No, I'll just do Rena.
A lovely name for a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Eric, do your job.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it, since you'll be in it.
Die. Sorry.
Eric.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Somewhere. I don't remember when this game came out, but like, could someone Google it? Oh no, actually, I'll Google it. When did this game come out? When did this game come out? SEDUCE ME THE OTOME. When did this game come out? The 12th of February 2015? I feel old. Implied rape game from— I don't remember anything like that in this game. I don't even remember, like, I got caught trying to go to a secluded corner to unmute the stream for a bit. Rena for me. Pay attention to your appointment.
Come on! Is that all you got?
Wanna try me, asshole? Crap! Missed.
Let's retreat for now.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks! Stay out of our territory!
Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory.
This is just the opening of Romeo and Juliet.
It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
Pay attention, guys. This is important. We're in class. Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here, but it is the season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I'd love the sound of it. The way the raindrops fell like the soft tapping of fingers, it was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the windows was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips' voice wasn't— I don't know what that word says. Sophoric? I don't know. But I wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments as I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would probably have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I didn't hate high school, it was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on, as if there was no end to it all. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, oh Jesus, this is a lot of fucking reading. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Shocking visual novel has reading. Yeah, okay, but it's also there's a lot of voice acting as well. Okay. Mrs. Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed that I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Oh, I think I read about that in a textbook last night. It should be the black... Is this a bad time to mention I'm dyslexic? the black scholars? Yeah, that would. I don't
Very
know.
good as always, Miss Anderson.
Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. No doubt, since the surname was the trademark for the internationally famous and philanthrop. I know this word. I know how to say this word. I just can't. Yeah. This is why I don't play visual novels. Philanthropic. There we go. Anderson Family Toys. I make as the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder.
Kick ass, girl.
Are we going for 100% and seduce me? Of course we are. From beside me, I heard Naomi, one of my other best friends, clear her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's words of choice.
She means good job.
Miss Capini.
Oi!
Care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Shoals.
Shoals is that? That's a weird ass word.
Fisher Black and Myron Shoals.
Guess which one you get to date. You get to date one of these girls. Guess which one it is.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. This is the Black Shoals thing. What is that? Math jump scare. I bet you date the teacher. You do not date the teacher. You date one of the girls. and you can guess which one. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we were always grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. I want to guess the. No, I want to date the teacher. You can't date the teacher. I want to guess the hot one. Which one's the hot one in your opinion, Evie? Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around other classmates. That's not what that said. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Renna? The one on the left looks like Renna's. The one on the right, which way is right? Naomi, the girl with the headband. Renna, which one's Renna? What do you mean Renna? The one on the left looks like Renna's AUT model. No, she doesn't. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chair, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Suzu sat straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke
How
up.
about a company name?
Huh? Did we really skip over that?
The joke is that you roll away to the right. Which way is right?
Of course we did! You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Half of me wants to spend 30 minutes googling every single person in this cast just to find out what else they've been in, because I know some of them, but I don't remember all of them. Okay, so right is where Naomi is. Left is where stupid, ugly ass girl is. Yee! You can't say that! What do you mean stupid, ugly ass girl? That's so rude!
Not sure. What do you think?
What do I think? It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master in ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporations.
It's been 15 minutes.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What do dragons have to do with our project?
She's ugly as fuck, though. Evie, that's rude.
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
Actually, I like her best girl. The switch up is crazy.
But our company sells bubblegum.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubblegum?
Oh my god, the memories. They're all coming back to me now.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, we have to make a choice. There are a lot of choices, like choice-based things, and obviously it affects the outcome of different scenarios. There's like loads of endings to this, obviously depending on your choices. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure of myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say, what do we think, chat? Evie is just two people with contradicting viewpoints commenting under one account. Inside of Evie, there are 2 wolves. What do we vote? What company name? Evie says Dragon Company. What does Eon say? Eon's gonna say the other one, just to piss me off. Ugly best girl. I'll go Dragon Company because it sounds cool as hell. Okay, we'll go Dragon Company.
Booyah! Dragon Company it is!
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
Trinity Corporation sounds too medical based for me. As we ended on name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Huh? Who is that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with a circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in the school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lizette White. She sat with a posture that indicated she was all working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an enduring balance of charisma. That's not what that word says, is it? She had an enduring balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Charismatic. Yeah, okay. Shut up, Evie. Sorry, Evie. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone wanted to be. Lizette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had a future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, although sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, and it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. She canonically has this. I'm trying to help you. I'm sorry, Evie. Of course my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing my fuck, I can't read. Of course my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
I'm literate, I promise.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I love you, Yuri.
Never mind. It's about time! Let's bail!
Thanks, Naomi, for telling me her name is Suzu. I couldn't for the life of me read the cursive names. Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
You and me both, Naomi. Let's kiss. She gave me a smile, as if relieved by the fact that I felt the same way as she did.
See? Why can't she just be normal like the two of us?
Yuri win! It's Suzu, Naomi. Think about it.
Very true.
I gotta study, but oh girl, go study, Evie.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
You have an exam. Go study, girl.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
I don't think chat's working properly on my phone. I'm reading it like slightly out of the corner because the thing doesn't fill the screen up fully, so I could just see like a tiny little bit of the chat, and that's what I'm reading it off of because I don't think chat's working properly on my phone. There we go. Oh my god, hi Evie. My headset. It doesn't look like cursive. It looks like cursive doesn't have spaces. That's like the point. It doesn't, because it's cursive. I write in cursive. My cursive is better than everyone else's cursive. Mine is readable. I do have to admit I was spacing out, and just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
I love you. Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, everyone would think that opposites like them would never associate with each other, but even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or maybe they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first?
They're so
Cafeteria?
yuri, I want to date them
I
both.
think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Forget about the boys. We're in a poly relationship now.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
I would. I like spicy
Me?
stuff.
I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
I like spicy stuff and I like bubblegum. I like chewing gum. You do like spicy food after all. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
We do the Yuri ending. Do we do the Yuri endings first? I don't remember how you get to the Yuri ending. All I know is that there are like very specific. Does anyone know what a napalm era is? Is this a K-pop Demon Hunters reference? Yeah, I don't remember how you get to the Yuri endings. All I know is that there are very specific things you have to do, like near the beginning of the game. But I'm pretty sure it's quite close to the beginning of the game, so just marry the women. You're right, why didn't I think of that? But like the Yuri ending isn't like a proper ending. It's kind of like from what I remember, it's kind of like a non-canon ending, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I want to like do more than one ending. Obviously, probably not today. We probably won't even get an ending today. By the way, did I mention that there's a second game? Did I mention that there's a second game? I don't know if it's even on Steam. I don't think I checked.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I know there is a second game because you talk about it all the time. I do not. I've probably mentioned it like once. I think I've mentioned this game twice on stream before today.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
All or nothing? A Venturine reference. I'm sorry.
You're crazy!
Crazy? Hit song Crazy from... No, the song... I'm having an aneurysm. I still can't believe a game called Seduce Me shaped right now. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? I was on Wattpad reading fanfictions by the age of 11. My first yaoi was, I'm pretty sure oh my god, actually wait. Okay. So you guys, does anyone know the anime Black Butler, right? Very, very old. Well, not like that old, but it's like, it started a while ago, right? I don't watch anime. What's wrong with you? Crazy. Thanks, Carol. No, but so there's this anime, right, called Black Butler, and the second season of the anime is completely made up garbage. Like, it's not canon to the manga. It's a filler season. But there is a character from that season that I really liked. It he definitely also shaped my childhood and made me the way that I am. But because, like, season 2 wasn't very well received because it was filler. There obviously wasn't a lot of stuff, and people hated the guy I liked, and it's reasonable. He's a freak. So it was always really hard to find like merchandise to do with the character I liked. But I had this one phone case for my iPhone 6S, which was a hand-me-down from my mother. My iPhone 6S, and I had this phone case, and I had two of them, two of the exact same version of this phone case, because I'd accidentally ordered two, because I thought I was ordering like one print and then one with a different print, but they were the same print. I also had an Orin High School Host Club phone case that I never used, but that's like besides the point. Yeah, so I had this phone case, right, which had like the main guy and then the guy that I liked on it. And I had this phone case for years. to the point where it was like falling apart. Like it was falling apart. It at one point I had to like sellotape it to the back of my of my phone because all of the sides had chipped off. They'd like broken off from like when I dropped it or something. So it was sellotaped to the back of my phone because I wasn't ready to let it go. Yeah. So it was quite a few years later that like after having this phone case for probably about 2 years that I realized that the art on it was like slightly suggestive because the two guys that were on the cover of it were like holding each other by the waist and they were like dripping with water and their shirts were slightly like transparent, and I don't know how I never ever noticed this before. I don't know how my parents ever noticed this before. I don't know how the people like my friends ever noticed this before, but I had a Yaoi phone case before I even knew what Yaoi was. I still think about it sometimes. I think I've tried to find the artwork before, but I've never been able to find it. Hold on. But no, these are the little things that these are the little things, you know? It's the little things. It's the little things. That's not it, but that's similar to it. Hold on, I'm doing a quick Google search to see if I can find it again. I've never been able to find the phone case since, so I assume it got taken down or something. I also feel like I yearned for the Yaoi. No, I've never been able to find the image since, like the artwork or the phone case. I'm devastated by it because, like, if I could find it, I would have it on my phone today. Like, no, I don't think I can see it on here. There is, however, a lot of like really weird art. Oh my god, is that Magnet? Did someone draw them as Magnet? That's beautiful. But yeah, no, so you gotta start them young. Decided to pull out my trap card in the recent manner. What did you do? What did you do? Guys, is fucking your dad illegal if he's Mr. Rekka? Oh my god. Yes, that is Eevee. The Renovie Rosen is Eevee, and I think Eevee should delete that. Yeah, Chick Gen chat. Let me pin these. These are funny. Let me pin them. I bet you guys wish you could pin messages. Anyways, we're getting distracted here. Who yet let me yap about my Yaoi? Anyway, okay. Back to my game. I'm ready to be seduced. Hello, Epi! Epi, you missed me talking about my first Yaoi. Oh, that's Mr. Rekka. Epi, you missed me talking about my first Yaoi. Anyways.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
Me too, girl. I think I'll go with... Oh, we get to decide what we're gonna have for lunch. What Naomi's having 2 Cajun fries and spicy chicken burger 2, just mac and cheese and a soda. I don't want any of these. Or you have to restart. Me talking about my Yaoi, I was just talking about a phone case. Oh, that's Mr. Rekka. I was just talking about a phone case that I had when I was younger that I didn't realize was Yaoi artwork until many years later, but I really liked this phone case. To the point where it was sellotaped to the back of my phone because it was so broken from like just how long I'd had it and the amount of times I dropped it. Baby's first Yaoi. Baby's first Yaoi, and I won't say what the ship is. Mac and cheese? I don't like mac and cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. Let's go mac and cheese just to be different. That sounds good. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that she could rest her feet on the table by her food. DM me the ship. I think I've spoken about it to you before. It's Black Butler.
All right then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
Say boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Aw, why not?
The Yuri's crazy, guys.
What's so interesting about talking about guys? It's not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
We
Not
don't
with
know
that
that.
attitude.
What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
I'm about to get a little bit more than one boyfriend.
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Hey!
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Yuri win!
Or girlfriend?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
Yeah, did you guys know you can be a lesbian if you want? Oh, hold on. Anyways,
True.
who needs a boyfriend if Yuri for real? It's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure if I want a boyfriend
Why
yet.
not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
That's okay too. You just get a girlfriend simple. I've never heard truer words. Well, it wasn't really about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interesting guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafeteria started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria. That's not right. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the caf started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria. I'm literate, I promise.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Uh-oh.
Suzu, don't joke around.
Oh no.
What if it's serious?
I sure hope nothing bad happens.
That's fine. If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. But it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up. In fact, looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone eulogies that flooded through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple, small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in heavy silence. I looked beside me, when my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of three. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth grave tombstone before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small, only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit underneath... Someone died? I hope you were hearing. A man dressed in a A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as my grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud its contents.
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
I think Greta likes this guy. This isn't about this guy. This isn't about this guy. This is about what happens after. What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family estate at 18? That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Dear.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
No. It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Honey, what do you think?
I wasn't really sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
David!
My dad hates me. Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the solemn-looking grave that was laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they pass away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob. You told me to stay strong, but right now, I'm the furthest from it. Like that one time. A long time ago. Grandpa!
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
This voice is familiar, is that Nahida? There's probably loads of Genshin VAs in this. I know there are some, like Sayu VTuber, but there are others as well, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know who. I was swept into a giant bear hug and we both laughed as he swung me around like an aeroplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we could go?
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is that a toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them. But I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course! He placed the toy in my hands with a smile and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing though.
What do you think?
I think the heart on its chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive, and it can be a little nightlight. A little nightlight before you sleep. He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea! I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
These voices are haunted by a little... okay, I'm dyslexic, okay? I'm dyslexic, okay? Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Thanks, Grandpa. That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of it the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
My dad hates me. I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
Grandpa is hot. Low-key, I wish the dad was one of the options, but then that would be problematic because that's my dad. He bent down to look at me eye level with a serious look on his face.
As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you.
No, like, you make the dad not my dad, and then the dad's one of the options, right? Like, not incest. Like, the dad is just, is not my dad anymore, but he's like one of the options. I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past. But it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
I should do wish someone's dad was one of the options. I had heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. The only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard though, trying to pretend as if nothing were wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay strong. You're a big girl already, and, well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world. But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you. Daddy, Mommy, your friends at school, me. We'll stand together to get through it.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here and here.
He pointed his finger to my head first, and then pointed at my chest.
So stay strong. Promise?
For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleading, but as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared from his face, and he was all smiles once again. Promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up.
All right then. Enough of that. How about I whip up some special homemade dessert? I know I can't accompany you at that new cafe, but we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Does the funeral start the dating arc? How did you know? I'm a big girl, yes you are, Ruby, and the gay people in your phone will always be with you. Sound advice. Homemade dessert? I'll race you to the kitchen.
Hey, slow down there. I'm not what I used to be.
You willed me at the very... Sorry, I felt like I had to sneeze. Do I need to sneeze? No, I do not. You willed me the very home I love to see you in. Why? Why would you think I would be ready to take it, especially after this? A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. I'm sorry. It's hard to stay calm when you've left me with so many questions, especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? Talking to a grave. My vision blurred, and I suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heated up as tears rolled down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might be turned against me. I left the grave, wiping my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
I think that's Michaela Laws. No, Michaela Laws is the... Okay, Michaela Laws is either the mother, or she's the succubus lady, or she's both. Only with Runner's Blessing, you have to complete the 20 question quiz on the Seduce Me Law to do so pay attention. Mom, come pick me up, they're flirting again. Yes, please, Mommy, I want lasagna. Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure if that was a good idea.
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
Gathering my courage, I decided then that it was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why did you want me to move into the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
I kind of want him bad.
Right after you graduate from high school,
I
you'll
hate
just
with
live
that.
there and can easily commute to and from school.
Anyways.
It's a perfect fit for you.
But it's so sudden. You just decided so quickly right after the funeral.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world, you'll be crushed.
I'm just saying that maybe we could talk a bit more about my future. In reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly.
After you graduate from college, you'll work at Anderson Family Toys. I have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes?
But what if...
Stop mumbling!
But what if I don't want to work there?
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company. I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
Fuck you, Dad. That's one way to put it. Why are you British? Are you adopted? No, my parents just wanted to raise me with a British accent so that he's different. I'm special. He came closer to me and his face softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you will appreciate it later.
For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped in me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Did you even care that grandfather passed away?
Of course I do.
Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things couldn't be better.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady.
It's like nothing even happened at all. Like you just ignored the fact that he's no longer here.
Do not raise your voice at me.
Why are you British is a perfectly fine question to ask any British person. I don't like your face, old man. Kill yourself, Dad. No one likes you except Rana. She's weird. You said you wanted to F the grandfather. Do not come at me. What did he ever do to deserve this? My father, his face hardened, crossed his arms, and erupted in angry laughter.
Ha! You sure place him upon a pedestal, like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
Okay, but the grandfather was nice. Do not raise your voice at me, kitten sounding ass. Is that it? Are you happy seeing grandfather dead? While everyone was grieving, were you holding yourself back from laughing in everyone's faces? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lie in the grave? A flash of rage crossed his face and he whipped the back of his hand across my cheek.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on, when you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut!
Oh, something really funny just happened. It couldn't have been any more perfectly timed. I just got I just I just got a text message from I just I just got a text message from my college reminding me that I'm in tomorrow at 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Not the time, dude. Grandpa said that. My cheek, but I'm a big girl. The side of Renner and Effie you don't see. You don't want to. You don't want to see how me and Renner act in private. Oh my god.
You did not know my father. You did not know what he was capable of.
Is everything all right? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just go upstairs.
Honey, wait!
I quickly turned and ran up the stairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. My breath came in short pants, and for a while I just leaned against the door to my bedroom, eventually sliding down to sit against it. How did things become like this? My cheek still throbbed, and I tentatively stood up and looked at the mirror to see how it looked. Hopefully it doesn't bruise. What am I saying? Tears formed in the corner of my eyes, and I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry for the second time today. I had to be stronger than that.
Are you all right? Your father told me nothing happened, but you know your father.
Wait, tomorrow we write? I might actually not be able to. Sorry, Rena. Fun fact, truth is, 9 to 5 is 8 hours. Yeah, 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's my school day tomorrow. Dude, the NPC has to be Nahida. Nahida was an Aphmau too. I'm pretty sure the mother is Michaela Laws. Because I know she voices a couple of characters in this, and I'm pretty sure the mother is one of them. I could be wrong though. I don't remember. I'm fine. I just lost my appetite.
The lasagna's done, though. And I don't want you skipping any meals. Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me, Mom. I'll come downstairs later to eat. I can't read. Alright, I'm gonna study for 10 minutes. Okay, bye-bye, Evie. Go study. Go study.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I just don't want to eat right now.
Please, dear. Tell me what's going on. I wish you would tell me why you're being like this.
I wanted to tell her. Part of me was screaming to tell her what Dad had done. At the same time, I knew she couldn't fix anything. Besides, I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the event remain in the past.
Well, I'll leave your food on the table if you want to eat it later.
Finally, my mom left me alone. It was strange to think that she was only a few inches away from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything, to get my mind off of what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking more about the pain still radiating from my cheek. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff so I would be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, that was a good idea. I should start packing. I opened the closet, rummaging around for a while before I finally found 2 large bags. I pulled them out onto the floor of my room. Then I began to empty my drawers and cabinets so that I could bring all my things with me. I didn't have much to bring, other than just clothes and some toiletries. It was kind of bizarre that I didn't have many personal belongings. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them, but I certainly didn't have as many things in my room that I would miss if I just suddenly left the house. I shook my head to rid myself of those thoughts. If it were going to be my new home, it would have to feel like it. One way or another, I was going to make it a home. Okay, studying is boring. I'm done. Welcome back, Evie. Jonas Scott is in Seduce Me. Who's Jonas Scott? Hold on. Let's look at the. Let's take a little look at the. Kimberly and Campbell. Your name sounds familiar. Are you in? You're in Athmal. I think most of these people are going to be in Athmal. Nahida Genshin Impact. John Scott is Legoshi Beastar. I've never seen that before. I'm trying to find the name on the list thingy, but it's not coming up. I want to know who this is. I want to know what else they've been in. This doesn't have all of the VAs in it. Oh my god, Epi, one of the guys in this is in Lord of Mysteries. That's the thing you like, right? That was the name of it, right? Or is this a different thing? This might be a different thing. No, this is the same thing, right? With British Joshua Waters. That is the name of it, right? With British Joshua Waters. And Ian Sinclair. But I like Ian Sinclair. I do not like British Joshua Waters. British Joshua Waters is scary. Sorry, I do really like looking through VAs and all of the things they've been in. You were in Attack on Titan? God, you've been in a lot of things. Jesus Christ. Chainsaw Man? Is there anything else that I recognize? God, this is a very... I like how a lot of these VAs have Yandere Sim and Genshin Impact and Sim they've all been in like this Genshin and Yandere Sim. I just think that's a really funny pipeline. Anyways. Just as I was packing my things, my cell phone began ringing and vibrating in my pocket. This is loud. I slid my phone out of my pocket and answered it while slowly easing myself onto my bed. Who could possibly be calling?
Hey Anderson, you there?
Can you stream Yansim unironically? I would suggest Yansim stream, but that would that get you banned? Would that actually get you banned? Epi, do you remember when I first got my laptop and then one of the first things I did was download Yandere Sim because I'd never ever been able to play it despite always wanting to play it ever since I was a young child. My childhood wasn't very healthy. Yeah, and then the first thing I did was download Yandere Sim and then got bored of it and spent like 30 minutes playing around with the settings. Yansim is one of the few games which is banned altogether. I'll stream it on YouTube. My first YouTube stream will be Yansim. I'll re-download Yandere Sim and I can recreate I don't know, someone. I'll recreate someone as Senpai and then I can kill all of my rivals. I don't actually know how you play Yansim anymore. I know the game's changed an awful lot from my days. My childhood wasn't very healthy. And not being allowed to play the game about anime. No, it's not that I wasn't allowed to play the game. There was never at any point was anyone did anyone tell me that I was not allowed to play Yandere Sim. My mother knew what Yandere Sim was. My grandfather knew what Yandere Sim was. My grandmother made me like she made me the school uniform for Halloween. She spent like a week on it. It was something that we did together. She like sewed it, like hand sewed it from scratch for me because I wanted to be Yandere-chan for Halloween. Teaching your mom Yandere Sim. My mother knows what FNAF is. My mother knows what AFMAL is. My mother knows what VTubers are. My mother knows who Leos Vincent is. Ish. She kind of knows. She knows who Pomo is. No, but it was never that I wasn't allowed to play it. It was that I was never able to because I never had a laptop or anything. And at the point that I did have a laptop, it was a very old laptop and it wouldn't even run Yandere Sim. So it wasn't that I wasn't allowed, it's that I wasn't able to. And as soon as I got my new laptop, one of the very first things I did was download Yandere Sim and then get bored and delete it. My parents bought me Corpse Party manga for Christmas, play Corpse Party begging. I would like to play Corpse Party. We'll see. Yandere Sim stream on YouTube, guys.
Is everything alright? We were worried about you, so we decided to call.
My days. Mighty, my wife, Mighty.
Hello?
I'm really glad you guys called. My voice managed to come out, though it was only a whisper.
What happened? Are you okay?
Well, I slowly began to tell them about the funeral that afternoon. A small silence followed when I was done recounting what happened, and to my relief, Naomi finally spoke up.
I can't begin to imagine how you must be feeling right now. I'm so sorry. Do you want us to come over right now?
No, it's okay. My dad isn't in a good mood, so... Could we just keep talking on the phone like this?
Of course! We'd stay on the phone until the crack of dawn. Right, Suzu?
I love Yuri.
Yeah. We're always here if you need us. After all, we wouldn't be the awesome triple threat trio without you, right?
My parents don't care about what I do on the internet. That's probably not necessarily a good thing. Please play Corpse Party 2021 remake. Okay, but then I talk with my mom. She's like, yeah, I know there is this one girl that you talk to that it seems like you get along very well, and this is about you. Oh, Evie, you told your mother about me? Oh. There's a Naomi at Corpse Party. I know, isn't she? Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even see what Evie said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. This is what I get. This is what I get for clicking. What did it say? Click to show. Oh, it was just a :3. I'm sorry. Wait, isn't the Naomi in Corpse Party also Yuri? I'm sorry, Evie, that was a mistake. Yeah.
Triple Threat Trio? That sounds like the name of a gang.
You hear that, guys? We're in a gang.
Yeah! I mean, we're all taking on the world together. We've got to sound somewhat scary, or else no one's going to take us seriously.
What's with you and naming things?
You've got to step up your game, Naomi. Falling behind the cool kids like Anderson and me. Tisk tisk.
Hey!
I love Yuri.
I'm a cool kid. If anything, I'd say you have to step up your game.
We chatted cheerfully about all sorts of things. Very soon I had forgotten about the events that day, and was engaged in a conversation about Naomi's favorite TV show, some program called Herlock. She's Big Yuri, yeah. We all agreed that the actor playing the titular character certainly had a very distinctive look about him, with that long overcoat and a scarf wrapped around his neck. Is this about BBC Sherlock? We had many disagreements about who we thought was the coolest character. Yeah, he has really high cheekbones, and his eyes are pretty, though I do have to say I prefer Jatson. And as a bonus, his actor is just so sassy. I looked at the clock hanging on the wall and realized how late it was. Whoa, it's already 1 a.m. Sorry for keeping you guys up so late. I think I'm gonna hit the hay for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I should probably shower and go to bed. I can't believe I stayed up this late just talking to my friends. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go. I took a relaxing shower. Nothing beat hot water and the feeling of being clean. After drying myself, I promptly dressed in my pajamas and crawled into bed. A nice hot shower after a long day. I'm so glad to finally be in bed. It had been a really long day. I knew that I was wishing for something to change back in class, but I certainly wasn't expecting any of the things that happened today. And I have to go back to school tomorrow. Ugh, she's so me. I curled up on my side and tightly wrapped a blanket around me. I really wasn't in the mood to be returning to school. My dad would probably make me go just for the sake of it. It's time to go to sleep. I reached out to the lamp on my nightstand to turn off the lights. However, my mind was so lost in the passing of my grandfather and the thought of inheriting something so big that it haunted my mind the entire night until the next morning. I shook my head to try to clear the sleepiness out of me to no avail. I really didn't get any sleep last night. It's already time to wake up. Wait, school? As soon as I realized I had to go to school, I slid out of bed and looked at the vanity mirror. That's a relief. Luckily, there was barely a bruise on my cheek. You had to squint to actually see it down. You had to squint to actually see it. I doubted anyone would actually notice it unless they leaned in really close. Breathing out a sigh, I got dressed, took my backpack, and caught the bus to go to school. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now. Okay, bye-bye, Evie! That scared me more than most of the actual horror game. Random loud alarm. If the game is too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. It wasn't even hours before everyone heard of the news. I was approached in school and given condolences for my loss. However, that wasn't what shocked my friends.
Wait, so you have the whole Anderson house to yourself? Lucky as hell, man!
Yeah, my granddad just died, the guy who kind of raised me, who I was close with. But yeah, I got a big house now.
Quit being so sensitive, Naomi.
Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
I think they should kiss. Oh god. Naomi's right, Suzu. Suzu's right, Naomi. Don't make me choose. Don't make me choose. Don't make me choose. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a baby by its toe. If it squeals, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. N-O spells no. Okay.
Oh, man, come on!
See? She knows about proper public taste.
I think, guys, I think we should all kiss, like, right now.
I know how to be a lady. Sheesh.
Like, right now. Guys, I was going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
I know, but my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible.
Still, that's really fast. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I am. Of course. But even in the comfort of my best friends, life seemed to keep testing me. Oh.
Hey! Don't go around shoving people like that.
Whoops. Did I strike a nerve, Capini?
She let out a small laugh as she twirled her hair around her finger. Lisette, one of the last people I wanted to see today.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Oh, Anderson. Hey, how's it going?
I'm alright.
Haven't you already heard, Lisette?
Of what?
Her grandfather's passing.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news.
It doesn't really sound like you mean it.
I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I?
Typical Capini. Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something? I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out a bat from behind her back right this moment.
I had nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lisette, which was mostly comprised of people that no one wanted to see on a typical school day. No one had the slightest idea why exactly they followed Lisette around persistently, but they labeled themselves as social equals with her.
That is out of line. Suzu comes from an honest family.
Says the one whose family profits from political scandals.
Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the court with dirty politicians.
Hey, let's all calm down for a second, alright? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate. I mean, what just happened? We need to give her some respect.
Naida in the background. Just stop. Stop acting like that already. Like you feel sorry for me.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're happy seeing me like this. You already have everything you've wanted, and now seeing me like this, life couldn't get any better. Bitterness seeped into me, and words started flying out of my mouth without filter. But honestly, I didn't care. I was so consumed by anger that I only saw Lisette in front of me. What exactly am I to you? Just another part of your obstacle course? Is that what I am? I'm sick of it, Lisette. I'm sick of all of these charades. I'm sick of you. A gasp arose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to the school hallway. Even my friends beside me looked at me in surprise. One girl looked like she was going to speak up, but Lisette held her hand up to stop her. There was an emotion in her face that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see a form of pity in her eyes. No, don't you dare pity me. I looked away from her. I didn't want to see that emotion in her eyes when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
I'm sorry. I know your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions.
She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile, as if for old time's sake. But for some reason, I didn't feel comforted at all. Not that I was just angry at her, but the expression on her face when she leaned in close to me contorted into something complex. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but something about her had definitely changed.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all of that stuff. See you later!
Something about Lisette made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I'd never seen her like that before. But I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway with her gaggle of friends behind her. I refocused my attention to Mrs. Phillips, who was walking down the hall towards me.
Is everything all right, girls?
Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. P. Just a bunch of snobs.
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Mrs. Phillips.
I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss.
Thank you, Mrs. Phillips.
Your grandfather was a good man. He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies, and the money that went towards charity, too.
I know. He was amazing. I really looked up to him, and I want to be as good as he was.
Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather.
Hell yeah, she will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather.
Can we get to the boys yet? Would I? Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seemed to have high expectations for me. I wanted to do my best and make my family proud. But to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pull up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driver's seat. Oh, my ride's here. Well, I guess I'll see you both tomorrow.
Want us to come with you?
Oh no, it's okay. I'll be fine. See ya. Hey, hey, Dad.
Hey, honey.
I got into the car. As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel and staring straight ahead as if something was really bothering him.
About what happened yesterday. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Does your cheek still hurt?
No, it's nothing to worry about.
I mean it. I shouldn't have laid a finger on you. You know that you're my most precious daughter. You're all that I have.
Yet he couldn't bring himself to say what he wanted to say to me for such a long time. I've always wanted to hear those words to affirm how he really felt, but I guess even now he couldn't say it to me. I turned my head away to look out the window. There was no point in waiting for something that was never going to come. And like that, he started to drive and the conversation between us ended. I decided to focus my attention on the passing scenery. We were taking the route to grandfather's house. It was located within It was located within the vicinity of the school district, but it was still pretty far from the school and where our house was. He had always lived alone. He insisted on doing things by himself, even at his age, living in such a large house. I wondered, did he pass away with no one at his side as well? It sounded so lonely and sad. It was strange that he decided on living all alone in his large estate. If anything, he could have lived with us. Though he and my father probably would have given each other the silent treatment the entire time. Maybe living alone was preferable to that. I actually hadn't visited him for quite a while. I visited his house. His visits. I can't read. Can we get to the boys yet? I don't think Oof is mourning the passing of grandfather. Visiting. I can't read. Visits to his house were most frequent when I was a child, and I had grown up long since then. Last time I visited, though, I thought he looked just as he usually was, happy and healthy. But things change. In the back of my mind, I knew that he would have to leave one day. It wasn't like humans could live forever. So why did my heart still feel so heavy? The car ride was mostly spent in silence until he spoke up again.
How was school? Maintaining your grades, I hope.
Yeah, I've been trying my best as of so far.
Trying? That's not really doing the best you can, is it?
Oh my god, Dad, can you not? With my father, only some words I said were filtered through his ears. It was difficult to keep up a conversation without eventually talking about academics and my future, even if it was something loosely based on it. He always found a way to integrate it whenever we talked.
Anyway, your belongings are in the trunk. There isn't a lot, so I'm sure you can manage bringing them inside the house. After all, you are on the road to being independent now.
You're just gonna leave me? You're just gonna park up and drop me off at the side of the house and leave me, Dad? Yes, I can manage on my own. The usual silence resumed between us. I really wasn't sure what to say around him, especially when most of the time we didn't share the same opinions. One question did linger in my mind, though. If he was going to justify acting so nonchalant at my grandfather's funeral, I had the right to at least know why. Stop giggling so much that your father calling you a failure. I'm not giggling, what do you mean? What do we do, guys? Do we leave it alone or do we push the issue? Do we try again? Do we push the issue? I kinda want to. I wanna know what's up, Dad. I wanna know what's going on, Dad. Oh my god, I'm normal. I'm a normal human being. Anyways. Let's try again. Say, Dad, about you and Grandpa.
We are not talking about this.
I feel like we should be, because Grandpa did leave us yesterday, so...
I wouldn't care if he had left even long before that. I do not want to hear it, and that is the end of this conversation.
As always, he managed to shut down any form of conversation related to him. It was just like what happened last night. I opened my mouth slightly, but closed it again. It was like talking to a brick wall. It wasn't like I could find out anything by somehow arguing my way through it. Alright then. I leaned against the car door and stared out the window. I really couldn't think. What would this place be like? I'd been to my grandfather's house before, but it was one thing visiting, and it was another thing actually living there. How would I manage living on my own without any training to really care for a house? I knew that naturally the bills would be paid by my parents, who'd inherited my grandfather's stocks at the corporation, but I had never lived independently before. Thinking about it made me feel like some kind of bird being pushed out of the nest. Though I was technically an adult, I felt unprepared and a bit daunted at the prospect of actually moving into a new place. Most people my age would be ecstatic moving out. After all, it would symbolize some kind of change in their lives, like being on the road to independence. But I felt like it was nothing of the sort. I really hoped I wouldn't let my parents down. I wouldn't want to let my grandfather down. What would he be saying right now? I gazed up at the passing clouds in the sky. If you're out there, grandfather, how would you be doing? Would there be anything you'd like to tell me at this moment? And of course, my no answer. What was I doing? Searching for an answer in a heaven that would or would not exist. I ducked my head to stare at the blur of trees and cars from the car window. My head was definitely going into the clouds there at that moment. Either way, I found myself being driven off to my new home. The car rolled to a stop and I drifted out of my thoughts.
Here we are. Go on in.
Okay, bye Dad. Bye Dad, you can leave now. Bye bye Dad. Alright, tell Mom I love her.
All right.
I love you, Dad. No, make sure to come by and visit us often. No, I'm going to miss you lots. Nothing other than a blank stare. I paused a bit before reaching for the car door handle, waiting for any form of a goodbye, but he didn't speak again. I sighed and exited the car, hearing my dad pop open the trunk. I saw the 2 large bags I packed last night that were large enough to carry only the things I needed. I took them out, placed one bag on each shoulder, and closed the trunk. He then drove off, leaving me alone in the front of the mansion. I watched the blue car fade into the distance of the road before turning to see my new home. There it is. It's huge. I'm so mature. My grandfather gave me this. It's hard to believe. The house was framed by a set of tall gates, and I hesitantly pushed them aside to take in the entire estate. The house still looked like it was when I last visited him. A glance at it seemed kind of intimidating with its size, though if I came closer it was clear that there was more of it than that. What? The brick walls were framed by shrubbery and lovely flowers, giving it a homey and welcoming look, but in contrast the tall doors into the house gave me a feeling of grandeur. Who knew what was waiting for me? But I wouldn't back down at this moment. I took out the key to the front doors and unlocked them. Well, I might as well make myself at home. I'll be staying here for a while anyways. And that's when I saw them. Wow, would you look at the time, guys? Well, that seems like a good place to end for today. Huh? Don't you cliffhang me? You had to come on 2 separate accounts to say that. I need to move this down a little bit because you can slightly see Mr. Rucka's face. You continue. I have no idea what you're on about. But this is the end of the game. This is it. We have just been seduced. This is the whole game. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it, guys. Thanks for coming to today's stream. I'll see you. Okay. I should probably save though. Let's make a save file. And that's when I saw them. Laying on the floor was a group of men. They were all unconscious, but there was no explanation as to why they were there in the first place. I dropped my bags as I let the door close on its own behind me. Are you protecting me from Sayu VTuber? Of course. Who the heck are these guys? Why are they here? What's going on? Some of them had open wounds, the blood was staining the floor, and the scent was intermingling with the air. I couldn't help but feel bad for them instinctively, but nevertheless I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concerned to confused and demanding answers. Who are you guys? No response. I'll call. I'll call. Hold on, let me drink some water. I'll call the police. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake to answer or respond to me. It seemed surreal to have random strangers in the house I just moved into, but I wanted answers quickly. That was until you were so happy to have your house. Oh my god! It's literally, I literally have a type. What is it? What is it? What is it with me and having my house broken into? This isn't funny. This isn't funny. That was until. Get away from me!
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
I'm gonna kill myself. Well, thanks for. I can't even speak. Thanks for coming to my. Thanks for coming to my stream, guys. It's been fun. I'll see you. I'll see you all. I'm so sorry you have to end this stream so soon. I'll miss you. Seduce me. It's so short. Wow, I'm so glad the Sayu VTuber isn't in this game. Oh my god. I couldn't believe it myself, but within a mid-blink of an eye, one of the men went laying on the floor to being right in front of my face. What was even more odd was the fact that I felt serene and calm about it. Slowly, a desire burned from my chest, telling me to accept his kiss, even when my mind vehemently refused. Go ahead.
Good.
I'm gonna have to turn the VAs off. I'm gonna have to just mute the sound. He said Cyrene, and Cyrene was on my screen. It's a sign. As he kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't know why, but that kiss was draining me of my energy, and yet it was so good and made my heart sink. It was a strange and tingling feeling that danced over every nerve on my body. I could feel streams of intangible energy run up my body into my lips. It felt odd, but at the same time, it felt amazing.
Sam, stop it.
The person kissing me, Sam was his name, glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now.
Anyways.
Fine.
Finally, he pulled back, and I was left standing there in a daze. What? Huh? I couldn't tell what was going on. My mind was completely enwrapped by the kiss and my thoughts that melted into the depths of my forgotten memories.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless.
I'm...
At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
Oh my god, Sayu VTuber is like... That's crazy that this is Sayu VTuber. This is scary.
Because you used your abilities on her.
This is Infinite. This is not the stream for you. This is not the stream for you. What the hell have we played? Go. 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 This is not the stream for you to be. This stream is not for you. Dude, this is not. Now is not a good time. Now it's not a good time. Is this porn? No. No, it's not porn. It's not porn, it's an otome game. An otome game is like a dating sim. It's a dating sim. I'm playing a dating sim. It's not porn. It's just then carry on as normal. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. Totally not porn. Not porn, not porn, I promise. It's the worse than porn. It's an otome. It's worse than porn, it's got Saiyu VTuber in it. Anyways. Runner, I'm a big boy now. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have to stare you in the face tomorrow. It's worse than porn, it's an otome game. I will forget it by tomorrow. Yeah, I'm kinda hoping. Anyways.
Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face.
Sheesh, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
I guess you are right, Matthew.
I agree.
However, as the men got up and started to chat freely, my thoughts began to reassemble, and I remembered my confusion and anger once again, only now multiplied tenfold. Why is Deco in my fucking otome? These five are gonna start fucking. I think they're brothers. They're brothers, dude. They're brothers. The Seduce Me, the Yansim, to Genshin pipeline is crazy. Brotherly love. I'm trying to think, is there any I don't think there is incest in this. I think this game has a lot of issues. Incest is not one of them, thank God. But what?
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
Oh my god, kill yourself, please. And I exploded. Well, what is going on? Why the hell are you all in? I can't read all caps. Why the hell are you all in my house? Why are you all wounded? Why did you kiss me? Who are you guys? I couldn't help exploding, but after being taken advantage of and being left in a mush state, my words escaped without filter. I was definitely scaring the men around me, even the man who kissed me. Wait a second. The guy who kissed me, Saiyu VTuber.
Ouch! What's your problem?
His voice makes me want to kill myself. Me too. Eric was always my least favorite. What's your problem? You can't just go around forcing people to kiss you like that. Are you some kind of pervert?
Pervert? It was only a kiss!
It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss?
Who gets Saiyu VTuber out of my game?
Ow! Hey! What was that for?
I know first kisses aren't exactly amazing and full of sparkles and something out of a fairy tale, but I at least expected it to be more than just something forced.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
Die. Please. Ask for an apology, hit him again, I'm gonna hit him again.
Ow! You're just being violent now!
You deserve it. You deserved it. Anyways, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just a fair warning, I know Taekwondo. Kill yourself, Saiyu VTuber. Sorry, that's rude. I think I've bickered enough. Time to get back to the main issue. So, what exactly are you all doing in my house?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
What do you mean? You don't just barge into people's homes.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives. Luckily for us, your home was near and the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
The last time I remembered, there were laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property, although considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. I guess that explains the wounds, but not why he kissed me. He had absolutely no right to do that.
Well, lovely flustered lady, it's hard to explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
You make me want to kill myself. Not normal? What, are you guys demons or something? I asked almost jokingly, but the boys seemed to take my question differently.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
Anyways. Hey, isn't this an AFMO roleplay series unironically? I don't know. Incubi, the fabled demons that existed to haunt humans and make them sex-crazed monsters, the mythical beings that could look like anyone just to get into your pants, the imaginary monsters you only saw in movies and on TV. I'd honestly rather the AFMO than this.
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Right. That was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke short. Incubuses don't exist. There was no way they existed. That would be practically impossible.
Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Prove it. What is wrong with you, girl? As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
No, not the ginger.
Very well. My sweet, you're so tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
I'm so sorry. He's gonna touch me, and then that makes me think. Makes them look like a boy band. What? Once again, I was lost in a pool of common sinners. I can't read. Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt waves of heat course through my chest and onto my face, painting my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, okay. Just please stop moaning. You sound like a Discord mod. Rena, who's not showered for weeks, I can smell it through the game. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again in my chest, and my mind went spinning in a heated, passion-filled pleasure. Yeah, I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me.
Alright, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Please stop moaning in my ears. As he pulled away, I was left in a mental mush pool. I felt weak in the knees, despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to...
Ah, where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
I know Rena showers. Rena turns the camera on for me. Shut up. I'm gonna hang myself with barbed wire. You and me too, dude.
Miss, are you okay?
Shit. She fainted.
I couldn't believe it. Incubi. Real. It all spun around in my head until I saw only black. Floating in the darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch of the incubi's lips against mine. However, I began to feel the smooth silk around me, and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where? Fuck. I awoke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom? Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh wait, I lived at my grandfather's house now. Of course it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in the afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was feeling pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but I suddenly realized I wasn't alone.
You're awake.
Huh? Yeah! Since when was he standing there? And who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom? There's no way! Kill yourself! Sorry, I think I was saying my thoughts aloud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who's only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me, and then I fainted, and that was how things came to this. Oh. He was leaning against the far wall looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities the situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus's power, especially in a bedroom. I'm gonna kill myself. This makes me want to buy more Warhammer. I'm not surprised after this. I'm going to jump up and protect myself. I instantly jumped up and grabbed a pillow, covering myself with it. I felt stupid, yes, but who knew what this guy could do? Do your worst. This time I'm prepared. Oops. I guess, he didn't move. I guessed he wasn't going to attack me. Sorry. One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Huh? How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home, and 2 of us using our powers on you.
I need you all dead. You've got a point. Right. I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. I wasn't some kind of human plaything. Well, this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes read. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Maybe I should have called the police on them. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Oh, you're so ugly. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Get off me, please. Okay. I trust you.
Good.
I don't. I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed quite quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. It was more in admiration. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again, real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
I liked him till he held you like that. Alright, see you. He gently lowered me to the ground before walking off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Oh God. Suddenly a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. You're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. It was not okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. And about Eric. I just wanted you guys to prove to me what that you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then? I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up at Lizette, and now this? I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea!
He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
Oh my God. What exactly? What is that exactly? He smiled, He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make?
Oops. What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. I like that thing. His face paled considerably and he dropped it onto the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. You can have it. I think I'll keep it. I don't want to keep it. I can the doll. I don't want to keep the doll. You know what? Just for you, we'll keep the doll.
But it looks so creepy.
It's the thought that counts, right? You wanted to cheer me up after all. I picked up the doll and looked at it closely. Sure, it was pretty weird at first, but it could be cute if I looked at it from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out. Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Sounds great. Lead the way. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Kill yourself. Sorry. Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Die. Sorry.
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the doll getting into my head and distracting me. Ah, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
What the fuck would that mean? Alright, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit, exaggeratedly, I can read, to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
The table was filled with various foods from an electric selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly plated Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. And there was yet more and more plates than I would have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please stay as far away from me as is physically possible. I don't want you near me. I don't want you to speak to me. I don't want you to think about me. I don't like you. Like in the dead grandpa, because if I had to live in this world, I'd kill. Oh, what? Sweet. Me?
That's enough, Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Sure, why not? To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think I even explored the entirety of the state when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, this is my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's kind of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but in a good way. It was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard to pick out the different emotions that I feel right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
I don't know how I live in a world where someone is voiced by some YouTuber either. They should make, Epi, we should have like a spin-off show, like about us, and you're voiced by Sayu VTuber, and I'm voiced by Ian Sinclair. I think that's a very good idea, and we should do that, okay? Thank you.
Are you alright? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. This is written like a Wattpad fic. I love this. This probably started out as a Wattpad fic. I mean, this was made in 2015, so. Oh, I'm fine. I refuse to be voiced by Sayu VTuber. You have to be voiced by Sayu VTuber. He stopped and leaned in close, a bit too close for comfort. Or maybe it was just me, inspecting my face. He was really quite tall, having to bend over so much just to look at me straight in the face. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
That's really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Die, 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 die. Anyways. Eric. Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Eric was very charming, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designed him. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designed him as the charmer of the demons. Yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Good, good. I want you dead. I need you dead. I need you to die. I need you to go away forever and never, ever, 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 ever come back. Huh? Oh yeah, when I didn't believe they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Die, 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 die. Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear, "Ugh, you're gross, go away, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone." Eric isn't in Aphmau, is he? I know he's in Aphmau, I don't know who he is in Aphmau. I'm pretty sure he's in, I'm like 99% sure he's in Aphmau though. I think most people in this have been in Aphmau.
I won't lie though.
Oh, God,
I
I'm taking my
enjoyed
headphones
kissing
off.
you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Is it over? Has he stopped speaking yet? I took my headphones off. Wait, where did my game go? Oh, there it is. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. I think I should smack him. Smack him!
No! That's going to sting.
Good. Sorry. I panicked. I did that deliberately. I need you dead. I need you to die. I need you to die. Anyways.
No, I was expecting that.
Shut up. Kill yourself. I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all of the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
I need you dead. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile!
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyingly swiveled back to Eric. Fuck, I can't read. And he annoyedly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh, you're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Die, 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 die.
Eric, knock it off!
Yeah, Eric, knock it off. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked.
Such a well.
Eric, knock it off!
Such a
Did I
well.
do?
Oh.
Oh my god, wait. You could use the scroll wheel to go back?
Well,
I'm not.
What? Hold on a sec, I need to play around with this. Whee! How far will it let me go back?
I made all.
Oh my god, that's really cool. I didn't know that I could do that. Anyways, in agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had this big tough act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But was there more to him than that? Eric is over party, Sam is over party.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
I can't put into words how much I need him dead. Like, how much I do not like this. I need to squish him and, like, explode him, you know? Like, I need him dead.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
That's it.
By the
Everyone
way,
laughed.
I don't
Everyone
believe we
pointed
caught your
laughed.
name, even
Everyone
though you
pointed
know
laugh
each of
at
us.
Eric. I'm Renna.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thank you, I picked it myself. They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked. But I was still curious about one thing. Don't, girl. Don't do it. Excuse me. All at once, they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important. Like a queen or something. Oh, that's because I am a queen. I am a queen.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house is perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying. How is that difficult to understand?
Jesus Christ, chill out. No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits.
Is your fave James the one with the glasses? Whatever makes you ask that? Why would you think that? How did you come to that conclusion? Oh no, my game's why is my game not full screened? There we go. Whatever would make you think that James was my fave and was the one I picked every single time I played this game?
So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
Oh god. It's fine, I guess. So you're all better now, right? You giggle every time he's on the screen. I do not. Oops. I do not.
Yup, all thanks to you.
Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
Stop lying for attention. I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power. It was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi sorry, my god, pardon me. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time, I could almost hit a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Shut up, Sam.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. You're now intentionally holding back your giggles? I'm not, I'm just reading. I'm just reading the words that are on the screen. And drinking my water. They couldn't possibly survive out there if they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes. They probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Or, on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge, or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I'd long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I like to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I had never seen. Am I being stupid? I had never met seen. No, that is what that says, right? Like, this is a mistake. This isn't me, right? I had never met seen him before. I had never met. This is messing with my head. I had never met seen him before that. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by, and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was, until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. From that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help myself. I had the opportunity to help them. Though, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Ugh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the exact same situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I straightened my resolve to speak up. You could...
What was that, lovely lady?
You ruined it. I was locked in and you ruined it, Eric. Die, Eric. That is,
Spit it out already.
Shut up, Sam. No one likes you, Sam. You could stay with me here, if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seems like you all needed a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. Eric, don't scare, I'm so serious. I know. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are things that I would need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do anything that might harm me or any guest that comes over. Safe for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
That's all right, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
That sounds great. I like that. You will be my servants, do my bidding, make me cake, and bring me my coffee. I like that.
What? Are you serious?
Shut up, Sam. You have to ruin it, Sam. Kill yourself, Sam.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
They all seemed to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a
headphones off.
bedfellow.
You're disgusting.
Eric, knock it off.
Yeah, Eric, knock it off. I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be alone for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help. And my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eyes twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. So I didn't. I'm gonna laugh at you all. Screw you guys. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore. As I laughed, Matthew and Sam looked my way, faces stuffed.
Is something funny? What are you laughing at?
I stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over the table and took a few breaths before replying. You both are so funny. Both of their faces turned a light pink before they looked away from me. They swallowed the food in their mouths.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
What? I'm just saying.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food. As I watched, I took a couple of pieces of food for myself. Place them on the plate before eating as well. Your voice when James speaks. I have no idea what you're talking about, honestly. I think you're going crazy and you're hearing things. I have to pee really bad. Just so you guys should know. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange, eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Huh? It's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. He was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm going to need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
Love you too, Mom. Great. Now how am I gonna do this?
Is something wrong?
Die!
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Huh? How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. But yeah, I gotta do it soon or my parents will really be disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Shut up, Sam.
Sam?
Back off.
Back off. Die.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Oh my god, you are disgusting. Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all going to sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright then. I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
Ugh. Ugh. I will. You too. And with that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Shh!
As soon as I got into my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap. I dragged myself to my bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Ugh. Finally, I decided to change in my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day and I needed the rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol!
I'm sorry? Huh? What's going on? I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up. I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. Yet I could hear the sound of a heated argument coming at me from all directions.
One move and she gets it!
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Like you scare me, Sam! Come on! Take one step, I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly I felt myself pulled to one side, and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Ugh, you are disgusting. Unhand me now, you freak. Eric? As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into blacks as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked up at the person holding me. Damien? I stared into Damien's eyes. His face was painted with worry and concern. I knew he must have seen my dream. Why did I dream of Damien holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything alright?
Huh? Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yes, sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Oh, thank you.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy or if they were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds. Alright. The 2 boys led me back to the dining room, where the smell of bacon and eggs danced in the air. The smell wafted from the kitchen and made its way into the room, making my stomach growl in need. Breakfast smells good.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
I nodded before sitting down, and as I sat down, however, my mind drifted back to the dream I had. The feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. However, as my eyes closed, I felt a hand place itself on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Unhand me. Yeah, I'm fine. Sam, the owner of the hand on my head, raised an eyebrow at me before rustling my hair and moving away to sit down at the table. He then barked towards the kitchen where James was working.
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
God, you're so rude. Jesus fucking Christ. Calm yourself, Sam. Calm yourself, Sayu VTuber.
There's no need to yell, Sam!
Yes, Sam.
You're yelling too!
Don't argue with me!
From behind me, Eric appeared and sat beside me, rubbing his temples in obvious annoyance. Can he not? Can you not?
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
Castle? For some reason, when I heard the word castle, I couldn't help but yell in surprise. These guys had a castle? Sam looked at me and smirked at my reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
Kill yourself.
And wouldn't it be logical to not yell?
Whatever.
Whatever. Soon, James and Damien appeared, hands full of plates that carried bacon, eggs, toast, and waffles. They placed the plates down by each seat before seating themselves.
My favorite.
Can you not? Can you genuinely not? You genuinely piss me off so much.
Finally.
Thank you for the breakfast. It looks amazing.
It's our pleasure.
All of a sudden, my phone began to ring, assuring me to pull it from my pocket and answer. Hello?
Hey, good morning! Guess who's at your door right now?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here.
I'll get it!
My heart quickly began to pound in my chest. Matthew was in the lobby, and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and rushed out the dining room. As I passed through archway between the dining room and lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hand for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. Matthew, don't! Before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces of Naomi and Suzu. The world around me stopped as Suzu and Naomi kept their eyes on Matthew, who merely stared back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds.
Hi?
I could not believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. To make matters worse, I was frozen in place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something other than stand there.
Who are you?
Suzu, let me explain.
What's going on here?
Who's at the door, Matthew? Oh.
No. Soon the other incubi appeared in the lobby with us. The situation was not getting pretty. I had to think fast. They're in your... They're in your head. It's all an illusion. Everything is a lie. Suzu reached out and poked Matthew on the forehead, making him stare cross-eyed at her finger.
Hello to you too?
Seems real to me.
They're not imaginary.
It was no use. There was no time to lie to them. I felt helpless. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder and felt the tension in my body almost fade away. I turned my head to see James smile at me before stepping in front of me.
We must apologize, ladies. We know this situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
I stared at James wide-eyed. Was he going to tell them who they were? Everything seemed surreal. Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi, and sat across from their confused gazes. As Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched plates of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing!
Thank you!
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meal.
You're genuinely disgusting.
Make sure you dig in!
I looked at Naomi and Suzu as they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouth. Hopefully the food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal. As Naomi and Suzu ate their impromptu meals, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face.
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Nothing. Just don't worry about it, guys. Well, you see, Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling me to just eat my food. As I began to eat, he spoke to Naomi and Suzu.
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
Then why are you here? Genuinely, please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, something like that.
We're sorry if we made this situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
I guess.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
There's an arcade?
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Huh? Preparing for what?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
Okay, as much as I enjoy the princess treatment and everyone bowing down to my every whim, I don't like it when he does it. I don't like you, Eric. I don't like you. And by soon, they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. Right, Naomi?
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
This housewarming thing is more important.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Yes, go do my bidding, my servants. I expect to come home to cake and coffee.
Seriously?
Sam, not now.
Well, I wanted to help out, but at the same time, I wanted to go out with my friends. James gave me a look of understanding, letting me know that if I left, everything would be okay. I had to make a decision. I'll go out with Suzu and Naomi. I'll stay and help around the house. I don't like making decisions. I don't like playing games that make me make decisions. Do I go have fun with my friends, or do I go and help around the house? Why would I ever willingly want to do work? I'm gonna go to the fucking arcade.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Don't ask me that. I'm sure. I trust these guys to be able to work everything out.
Thank you for trusting us, miss.
We'll have everything done for you by the time you return home.
And my cake and my coffee?
Alright, we'll wait here while you go get your things.
I was strangely relieved to know that everything was going to be okay while I was gone from the house. I trusted the guys enough to do everything they could for this house party, so my mind focused itself on hanging out with my friends. Eventually, I was out the door, walking towards Naomi's car with Naomi and Suzu. Suzu grabbed the entire back seat as I took the passenger side. Naomi started the car, and drove off towards the city. You know what? I think maybe I'm gonna leave it at that for today, because it's been almost 3 hours. And I think this seems like a decent-ish place to stop for now. So, if I close that, are you sure? Yes. And now we get to see Mr. Rekka's lovely face. So, what do we think? What do we think so far? I know, it's a really weird fucking game, but it's a game of its time. I mean, what would you expect of an otome made in 2017? Not 2017, 2015. I love you, SEDUCE ME. I told you you'd love it. I told you you'd love this game. I don't remember it. I don't remember an awful lot of what happens in, like, the main storyline, but this game has a very special place in my heart. It's so stupid. No, it's not stupid. It's good. It's an interesting game. Oh my god. I'm stupid though, because I did not expect to have to read so much in the fucking Otome game. Fuck you, Sam and Eric. Seduce Me is peak. It's definitely got its charm. God, that just feels so weird though. This game was made in 2015. 2015, guys. I don't even remember how I ever found out about it. I must have watched like a YouTube video of it and then downloaded it on my phone and my tablet. Because I don't know how else I would have ever found out about this game. But then again, that's like the same with a lot of things. Like, how the hell did I ever find out about Yandere Sim and like FNAF when I was like 6? But I suppose the internet is it's an interesting place, you know. But no, I think I will leave that as it is for today. I think I did look it up before. I think this game is roughly because the main, if you played like one like playthrough, I think it's roughly about 5-6 hours long. But then there's obviously multiple endings and stuff like that. You know, you get to choose like one of like who you want to date and stuff like that, and then there's different routes and things. I don't know if I don't know if I'll play like any of the other routes. Like I'll play the Yuri route. I'll get my main ending and then I'll play the Yuri route because I need to actually look up how you get the Yuri route because I know that there's like very specific things you have to do at the beginning of the game, like near the beginning of the game. But but I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Again soon. Yes, again soon. I want to play more soon. I don't know when at the minute, but we'll soon. In the next couple of days, it'll either be sometime this weekend or it'll be Monday. But yes, okay. Thank you everyone so much for being here today. Wow, 2 streams in one day. I might have to take another month break. Kidding. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for coming today. I really have to be. I am about to pee myself. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are in the world, and I shall see you again soon. Bye bye! Mr. Rekka also says bye bye. Everyone say goodbye to Mr. Rekka. Bye bye!